Hi guys, I'm Swin from Group IIIS. In this video, we are going to introduce about new information system that will improve our business process in Woolworths. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Woolworths checkout system and issues about it. Woolworths is the biggest supermarket in Australia. Over 150,000 people work for the company and there are 995 stores across Australia. Woolworths has been using a self-checkout system for a quite long time to cut costs and reduce queue congestion. However, there are some problems, such as cheating and theft on the system, which accounts for 3% of annual revenue. Woolworths has tried to prevent theft by hiring more security people and adding scale on the self-checkout system, but they couldn't solve the problem. So, we suggest a system called Smart Trolley with RFID tag system as a solution. It is a trolley with RFID scanner and touchscreen display. Once customer put an item in a trolley, RFID scanner reads the information and screenshots shopping lists like a price, quantity, etc. So, customers don't need to wait for a queue to scan a barcode. After shopping, when they check out, they have to pass a security area which beeps if someone tries to cheat. Therefore, the system can solve queue congestion issue and the cheating issue as well.
Hi guys, I'm Zeke and I'm gonna explain about next part of our presentation, which is the use case diagram of our RFID trolley system. As this graphic shows, there are one primary actor who is Woolworths supermarket operator and four secondary actors who are Woolworths distribution center worker, Woolworths deliverer, customer, and banks. Actually, all this system is focusing on how to improve the customer's experience when they are shopping on Woolworths store. So customer is often thought as a primary actor, but Woolworths supermarket operator is the primary actor because they initiate, prepare, and participate in all use cases. Our RFID trolley system is divided as 3 steps, which are tag and deliver products, shop and make shopping list, and confirm shopping list and collect payment. The first use case is tag and deliver products. In our improved information system, RFID tags are required on each product to reduce scanning time when shopping is progressing on. So, workers in Woolworths distribution center scan barcodes and attach RFID tags instead of it, generating product database as well. Processed items will be sent to each store with product database by Woolworths deliverer. Next step is shop and make shopping list. Customer and market operator will join in this use case. This step is about real shopping experience and it is really same as what customers do currently. As RFID tag and smart trolley are able to interact automatically, customers don't need to scan items manually. They could pick an item and put into smart trolley or remove it whenever they want. Then smart trolley will automatically scan an item from its RFID tag and generate a current shopping list showing it on the screen. If customers need an assistance on this step, they can call any market operator by clicking button on the screen. The final step of the RFID trolley system is confirm shopping list and collect payment. When customers enter to payment area, the shopping list shown on the screen will be locked to prevent the theft. If there is no problem with it, customers should tag a trolley ID tag, which also includes RFID tag to self-checkout machine. Screen on the self-checkout will show the copy of generated shopping list and will request customers to choose payment method. Card or cash is allowed for this. All these steps looks like a little bit complex and complicated, but actually what customers do is pick an item, pay for it, and leave the store without any self-checkout congestion. Now, I'll hand this presentation to Kennedy.
Hi guys, my name is Kennedy. I'm part of the group IIIS and today I'll be showcasing the new user interface for the RFID trolley system that we'll be implementing at Woolworths in place of the self-service checkout system currently in use. We can see here very familiar design, but very simple design. We've kept the color scheme the same as the self-service checkout, and we've decided to remove a numerous amount of unused buttons just to reduce the cluster on the user interface. At the top right, we can start with the mute audible feedback button. This button will mute the audible feedback. It's just for people that don't want to listen to the audible feedback. Of course, we implemented this button because a lot of customers that we did interview have mentioned that they did not like the audible feedback sounds that the machines were making. In the center here, we are greeted with the welcome screen. This says place items in cart to proceed. Very self-explanatory. So just placing items in the cart and you'll be prompted to the next screen. But before that, we can see at the bottom left, request assistance button. This is just for people who need assistance. The bottom right is a language button, just for people who are not comfortable with English and want to select a language they are more comfortable with. This is very appropriate for the Haymarket branch of Woolworths, as there are a lot of international students and people from abroad staying within that store's vicinity. Now, once you place the items in your cart, you will be prompted to the next screen of your display on the trolley. This is the shopping in progress screen. We've added a back button and a redo button. This button here will fix the mistakes that you do make, and you will not be required to call the assistants. Now, if there is a mistake that you cannot fix on your own, then obviously there is a button at the bottom left for request assistance. In the center, we can see 3 columns displaying quantity, items, and price. Starting with quantity, this just displays the amount of items that you have chosen to purchase. In the center, we can see the name of the items you have chosen to purchase. And at the far right, we can see the price, which has the individual pricing of each item, as well as on the bottom right, the total amount of everything added up. We haven't decided to implement any new buttons. We've kept everything very simple and very minimalistic to not overload the customer and have them have an easy experience during the shopping process. Once you have completed your shopping process, the trolley does come with a master RFID tag. So once you completed everything, you will proceed to the payment station. Once at the payment station, you will scan that RFID tag and you'll be prompted to confirm your list. So when you do get to the payment station, you'll be greeted with this screen, proceed to checkout screen. There is a message displayed in the center. It says, please scan cart's RFID tag to review your cart and select confirm to proceed to payment options. Now this will prompt you to scan that master tag that I mentioned earlier, and once you do scan it, you'll be prompted to the next screen. This is a review screen and a confirmation screen where you can review the items that you have purchased and placed in your cart. Obviously there is still the buttons at the top right that still function the same, and the buttons at the bottom left and right. We've put in 2 new buttons. These are your payment options. And once you've reviewed your cart, you can select the payment option you want, and once you have, you'll move on to the next screen, which is the checkout screen. The screen will display your total amount, and depending on the payment option, it says please insert cash or refer to FPOS machine. If you did select FPOS, you can select your accounts at the FPOS machine. Or if you insert cash, you can see this number reduce depending on the amount that you insert. At the bottom left here, we can see a receipt checkbox, and this will be checked by default. For new users who aren't familiar with this system, this will just print a receipt anyways. But once you do learn the system more, you can utilize this button much more and just choose to take the receipt or not. To conclude everything, our user interface here is very simple. It's kept a very familiar design to the current self-service checkout, but it gets the job done and it's very fast. This user interface tackles a variety of number of issues that we have interviewed our customers about. The first being congestion. The RFID trolley system is really quick. You don't have to unload at the station. You can just push your trolley to the payment station, scan your tag, make the payment, and just wheel the cart to your car and just unload at the car. Obviously this does tackle the congestion. The second being the waiting issue in the bagging area. This issue is a very common issue at the self-service checkout, and a lot of customers have complained. So with the RFID trolley system, we forego the waiting issue completely. We have no waiting issue in the trolley system, and this system will be deemed faster than that waiting bagging system that they currently have in place. A lot of customers have complained that the user interface was very clustered. That's why we've decided to go with a very minimalistic design, just keeping the buttons to a minimum and just having the necessities. Just to wrap everything up, this user interface will be very familiar to people who are familiar with the self-service checkout. So it's not something that is going to take a long time to learn. Maybe after the first use, the user will be able to understand this user interface very easily, and with everything very familiar, they won't be overwhelmed at the start if this system is implemented and put in place. Thank you.